And the last thing I want to show you is also a bit of a Datawrapper. Datawrapper is also really nice. This is software done by a German company. Datawrapper is used a lot in the newspaper industry and news publications because it's easy to use, it's fast, it's very reliable. It makes charts and maps right off the bat that are very nice looking and simple looking. So it's very good software. And here you can also have a free account, all right? So in Datawrapper, first you're going to decide what you want to do, either a chart or a map, right? So I'm in my account here. What I want to do, for example, let's take a look at the maps. Let's take a look at this. You see that you can create a choropleth or area map. You can create a circle map. You can create a locator. If you go to choropleth map, you see that this is also based on templates. In this case, these are not templates with data that you need to replace. It's just the base map, for example, with no data on it. And then you will place your data on that. So we have Africa, Europe, North America. And this is, there's an enormous amount of templates, congressional districts, Afghanistan districts. So it's very, very, very complete for any kind of geographic divisions you want to use. For example, let's look at Germany. So you see all the different divisions in Berlin, municipalities in Bavaria. So very, very, very complete. Right. So it's a really extensive data set, or you can even upload your own data map. Okay. Rather than a map, this time I'm going to make a chart. So our last exercise today. I'm gonna make a chart, and so that you see the logic of how this works. The first thing you need to do is to upload a file, right? So I want to upload a file. You can copy and paste directly, something that you copy and paste in Excel or somewhere else, copy and paste in this area on the right. Or you can upload your Excel file. The last file I have today is here. This is a data file I just imported. This is the obesity rate for males and females in different countries in Europe. So relatively simple data file. Let's see what we can do with this. So upload data. Look at this. Number column should be shown in blue. Yes, that's fine. Dates in green, text in black. So everything looks okay. Here I could swap the rows and columns, but I don't want to do that in this case. Next, so proceed. Next, you are going to choose what you want to do, with what type of chart I want to create with this. What makes sense here? We're comparing males and females in different countries. Maybe these group bars will be a good option. Maybe you can see males and females for each country. Maybe group columns, that doesn't make sense. But if I transpose these columns and rows, you see that makes more sense. Group bars. One that will be nice actually is this that we call range plot. A range plot is, rather than focusing on the total obesity rate for males and for females, is going to focus on the difference. So for Albania, for example, the first one, we see not the total for males and for females, but the difference between them, right? Females have 24.8 0.2 obesity rate, males have less. So that will be a nice visualization. Let's see. Proceed. That's the type of chart I want. And now here is where I'm going to start refining this visualization. Okay, so that's the third area. Upload data, number one. Check and describe, number two. Visualize, number three. Within visualize, remember we have chart type, refine. And then we start playing with all these different things. Range, start, females or males. Let's see. That means which one of the two categories is going to be shown with a number. Range and females, okay. Alignment, let's say, right. I think the type names of countries are better right aligned in this case. Let's see, what else? We can say the range start, which is males. Let's make that darker blue, or let's say something like this. And the range and females will be orange. The range color, let's say, have a nice gradient. So that's starting to look nice. That's showing again the difference in the obesity rate for males and females. Let's see. Show values, start, and both. Okay, so that's how I show the obesity rate for males and females. But this is more interesting, difference. Let's show what's the difference between males and females in obesity rate. So you can see that females in Albania have 4.4 larger obesity rate. Etc. And then finally, we can, for example, sort to make a lot more sense, right? This is just alphabetical. It's kind of a random order. But if I sort, let's see, what we have is first from the smallest obesity rate in males to the largest, and then the comparisons with women. Or what else we can do? We can sort the women from smaller to largest obesity rate and then compare the men. Or the difference. Actually, that will be the most telling, because here I can see those countries where males have the largest amount of difference. Then towards the middle, I will see those that are fairly even. And then at the bottom, I will see the largest differences where women have larger obesity rate. With that strange outlier, which is Turkey. Look at that. All right, so I don't think we have much time for more, but that tells you a little bit of what is the logic behind Flourish. So upload your data file, you can copy and paste, or you can just import an Excel or another type of file like a CSV. Check and describe. I can go back to my data here and make changes, visualize. And finally, you are going to do like we did in all those other cases. Actually, before we finish, let's annotate. So here is where I can enter the headline. Obesity rates in Europe. I can have an introduction, like a paragraph of text. I can have notes. Can have a source like the World Health Organization. I can have the website. So all of those things will appear there. I can have the credit. And here is where I can define the size. So down there I can say, okay, this have a wide website. I want this to be 1200 pixels. What happens if we make it short? And that's going to be cramming everything together. Actually, it doesn't let me because it will be too short. That's the minimum size, actually. And again, this is also very, very responsive in Datawrapper. So this is what this will look like on a desktop computer. Say, I want to make it 900 pixels. This is what will look like on a tablet. And this will be on smartphones. All right. Here you have also a color blind check that's for accessibility. It tells you whether you need to make any changes in the color based on that. You can check if there is enough contrast, for example, in the colors. And finally, I will just publish and embed publish chart. So it will go directly to the public website and anyone can look at it. Or you can export a PNG file. That's not an editable file in Illustrator. So in this case, it's not a PDF or an SVG that you can open in Illustrator. For that, you need the paid version of Datawrapper. So the free version is good for anything interactive on the web, but not so much as a base for a print graphic and that you can manipulate in Illustrator. Another very interesting feature is called River. If you click on River, what you will see is a repository of thousands of charts and maps that other people created with Datawrapper. And you can basically reuse those. For example, you like this regional map of Germany, so you can reuse it. Let's see, let's reuse it actually. And then you have that, and you can replace this data with your own information. Okay, so that's River. So you can use any of those existing templates. Datawrapper has a nice blog. They're very responsive. If you need any, you have any questions, they will answer you quickly, or sometimes even implement new features or new regional maps if you ask them. All right, so that's all for those three things. Of course, this is just the tip of the iceberg, and then I hope you want to explore on your own